And welcome back. Last time we got, I wouldn't say a bad ending per se, but not the ending that we were looking for. Just like Arkwheat was out of Shiki's life and Shiki went just back to his, I wouldn't say normal life, but daily life. So this time I chose to wait in the park, and as you remember from the previous time, I had to choose keep waiting or still waiting for 3 times. And this is after the third time. The clock's hands point to 12. It's 2 hours past the promised time. I slouch on the bench and sigh. You might not come after all. I don't know, but I don't feel like going back. Yeah, I will wait until the morning. Damn it. I lie on the bench in frustration, and then... Huh? Wait a minute. I think I saw a flash of white behind the rest area. Besides, it moves back as soon as I saw it. I stand up from the bench and stride towards the rest area, as if it knew it couldn't hide anymore. The white figure shows its face. Haha, you found me. Hagrid appears more cheerfully than ever. Hagrid, you... What? You really came? I blurted out because I still can't believe it. Of course, we promised. Came about 10 minutes before you did. Wait, so you were hiding all this time? Look still away. 10 minutes before, but I came before 10 o'clock, and she came earlier. Why, if you were here before me, why didn't you tell me you were waiting here? I wanted to watch you while I was hiding. I see. Even though she doesn't act any different, she must be bothered by what happened last night. That's why she couldn't face me directly and was hiding. Sorry. That's right, it's not that simple. Yeah. You never even knew I was here. I was waiting for you to notice. I was planning on meeting in a different way this time. But you ruined it by just spacing out. Huh? Ruined what? Arkwheat? You weren't hiding because you felt awkward. Why? I was a little bored, so I wanted to play around. He says it lightly, not even knowing an inkling of the frustration I felt. Play around with me, you. The joy I felt from meeting her fades away instantly. It's not a mood where I have to think about what I should do after seeing her. As usual, she's acting at her own pace, without even understanding how I feel. I fill my lungs with a deep breath of night air. I'm less angry than surprised. Maybe I'm just relieved that she's acting normally. Well, normal for her. As proof, it feels like my heart is laden with impurities. Has just been cleaned and new. Man, you win. Really? I thought you were just zoned out. No, about the hide and seek. Oh well, it's useless putting it into words. I'm glad you came. To be honest, I thought I would never see you again. Huh? You thought thought so after only waiting 2 hours. That's not it. It's because of last night. I thought we would never meet again. That won't do, Shiki. I said just to forget about it. Agri says this weekly. Idiot. I'm such an idiot. I selfishly thought she was acting completely normal, but I was wrong. Just acting that way so I wouldn't feel bad. It's almost as if Agri doesn't deserve him, honestly. Sorry, I was an idiot. I don't have any right to yell at you anymore. I said it's okay. If anyone is to blame, it's me. But just forget about it. Isn't that better than for the both of us? She tries to fool us both by speaking cheerfully. Fool us about last night. Fool us about how bothered she is. But telling me to forget with that expression, how can I forget? No, I wasn't apologizing for last night. I'm an idiot because I can't forget about something I should forget. Vicky? Since this morning, all I thought about was you. All I could think about was how I should apologize to you and what to say after I saw you. So I can't just forget about it now. Margaret looks away. I can't look away at her either. Or I can't look at her either, rather. I have the sensing I said something I shouldn't have. I can't look into her eyes now. She doesn't respond. I can't either, and a long distance begins. I don't know how long the two of us stood there. Margaret nods slightly. Yeah, to tell the truth, I couldn't forget about it either, Shiki. Margaret blushes as she says this with some difficulty. Margaret, you look so cute doing that. As soon as I think that, Margaret looks around her. I don't know when this happened, but we're both surrounded by human shapes. What? Said the dead? I can't think, since it was so sudden. We're surrounded, but really, Shiki. If you don't fight, you'll just die. Fight? And they... If you take off your glasses, you'll get it, won't you? They are the dead, without even a finger's worth of normal blood. I quickly take out my knife and take off my glasses. Like she says, the 5 people surrounding us, I just scribbled lines, making a human shape. Why? You said you killed them all yesterday, Arcade? Yes. These are the ones I destroyed yesterday. She narrows her eyes and glares at them. They advance sluggishly. They were only pretending to be dead. Or maybe the vampire behind them somehow brought them back under his straw. Of course not. I'm not weakened enough to be fooled by such tricks. But the fact that I made a mistake can be excused. I didn't make sure they dissolved into ashes at the end. Shuffle. They close the circle around us. My fingers grasping my knife tremble a bit. To be blunt, there's no pressure coming from these dead. Compared to a monster like Nero, they're practically nothing. But 5 of them? Can I fight as many dead, as many things who are once human? Shiki, if you hesitate, you'll die. You're no longer alive. Once they have their blood sucked by a vampire and become the dead, they can no longer return. They are just dolls used by the vampire. There's no sin in killing them. I hear a voice from behind me. It seems she moved to protect my vulnerable back. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, there are many ways to magically control a dead body. It's easier to infuse a human corpse with mana than animals or intangible objects, so it's very convenient. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go over the details. They're coming. My sins are moving away. At the same time, they attack. The shapes of death attack. Simplify forward, arms outstretched. I take a huge leap to the side and evade their attack. Then, I sense something terrible behind me. Why you? I whirl around with all my strength. There. One of the dead is trying to punch me. The dead's body is almost devoid of places without lines, which lets me slice anywhere on its body. What's more, its movements are incredibly sluggish. Far easier than anything that came out of Nero. The dead charge at me. I can kill them with ease. Evading the swinging arm, I aim for the first one's unprotected lower left abdomen. I mean, there must be more to this. Clearly the vampire sending these deaths would know that these deaths wouldn't be a match for Shiki and Marguerite together. In the line of blood vessels there, I stare at the heart on its point. Damn it! Trash! The knife doesn't reach its target, only slicing through its upraised arm. The unarmed dead doesn't even pause its attack. The other dead also come in showing no fear. The unarmed dead's attacks. Right when I evade that dead, the other dead jumps on me from behind. Behind. From behind, like a piggyback stance, the dead bites on my neck. Not a suck on my blood or anything like that. Just like a beast trying to kill its prey by biting its neck off. Yeah. Is a neck able to be bitten off by a human mouth? Its mouth is shallow. It bites with its front teeth rather than its back. As a result, the dead's teeth actually break off. That's just gross. I mean, what about infection? Even still, Toaster bites from my neck with his flat mouth. It doesn't really hurt. It's just disgusting. When I'm dead walks towards me, I have to kill the dead behind me or I'll die. Method is simple. If it tries to continue biting my neck, I can just slice my knife through its face. But that means I am going to kill. I understand. They aren't human, they aren't even living. But I still feel it's wrong. How naive. And if they are corpses, they have the shapes of humans and they move like them. still seems mistaken to kill them as another human being. Kiki, I hear Agri's voice as she deals with the other three dead. Without thinking, despite the one in front of me, I look over at her. And I see something terribly unbelievable. Agri is wounded, even though they move so sluggishly and only take her a second to kill. Agri is being pushed by those dead. She breathes heavily. Her footwork is also unsteady. Like she's having difficulty evading those attacks, even I can evade. The dead rips into her arm. She counters. She tears the body in two from the head to its waist. Both heads crumble to the ground at the same time. The other waiting shades of death bounce on her. With a crash, she lands on her knees. I can tell she's breathing wildly from this distance. Then, what is Shiki standing around for? There, the two dead attack. They kick her kneeling figure in the face and makes her collapse on the ground. Stop. After that, they carry a dull, expressionless smile as they get on top of her. Stop. She lies there, arms outspread like a cross, like when I did those disgraceful things to her last night. Stop it, you fucking bastard. Stab. I cut through the face of the one behind me still trying to bite me. I pierce the lower right abdomen of the one in front of me, which has strangely passed. That's when its death is. Or where it is. It's not even looking at it. As it crumbles away, I turn around and kill the faceless dead behind me. I run. Once around her, realize I'm coming. Get up and attack. No problem. I slice through their points of death as they attack me. After it's all over, I start to catch my breath. It seems that I actually got a noise right for once. Yeah. Four figures crumble away into ash. One Arquid killed earlier makes 5. Killed. Without hesitating, I stop them completely. I can't think clearly, probably because regret and self-abnegation are screaming at me. My panting fills the air, but it's still good. Better than her getting hurt. For the first time. With my own free will, with the mind of Tonishiki, I use this power for someone else's sake. I keep panting, can't seem to fully catch my breath. I can hear a slight wheezing mixed in with the wild breathing. Arquid, turning around, I see her full of pain and on her knees. You okay, Arquid? Gets towards her. She's caught up as she breathes like something. Can do nothing else. What's wrong? Covered in sweat. Did your wound open up? I nearly tried to look at her face. However, she has a hand covering it. Can't see her face. All I can see was the bloodshot red eyes through her fingers. Is she about to lose control? That suffering isn't normal. The way she's breathing intermittently isn't natural. A hungry breath, bloodshot eyes, her waving hair. Arc. Chill. Sensing danger, step back. yet far faster than my movement, their teeth closing in to suck my blood. Oh, look at her eyes. Aqua's arms stretch out. Like that, she holds my body. Her, my breath stops in my throat as I call her name. Her bloodshot eyes, sharp teeth like a beast's. The overwhelming pressure that drains me of any will to resist. Thing with its teeth nearing my neck isn't the woman I know. I can't do anything. I can't even lift a finger. I'm going to be eaten. This is what it means to be preyed upon. My teeth push against my neck. The only thing filling my mind is fear. Shriek comes out. I almost think of for an instant how pitiful it is for me to make such a sound. It's just my imagination, but it feels like she freezes in place. But before I can even confirm this, wham! A violent explosion erupts before me, and Agri's body is smashed sideways. What? As if she was hit by a car. She was blown back several meters. But she gets up like that, like it was nothing. I. Agri stands there, stunned. I can't even think what to do either. And there, we're going to suck his blood. Cold, scolding voice. That is your true nature, agreed Grinstead. I do wonder though. She says she has never done so before. But either she isn't aware of the fact and she actually did do so before, or something else is making her do this. I'm not sure which it is. It's like she's not herself. The merciless voice towers from above. I look up at the moon. There stands the robed figure from that one night. Senpai. There's no mistake. No matter how I look at it, it's Jill Senpai. She doesn't even look at me. She glares at Akui, crouching far away. If only we brought Kirby, then maybe, just maybe we could have distracted her. If you destroy a kid, you cannot change the fact. You're a vampire yourself. I don't know why you threw him close to you, but didn't you think it would end this way? Voice is completely different from normal. Neither strict nor kind. Her emotionless voice is horribly devoid of any humanity. Without making a noise, Senpai descends from the streetlights to the ground. Just look at her eyes. Usually, something I mess with, but I will not overlook you trying to kill an ordinary person. With all due respect, I don't think that Shiki is an ordinary person. It isn't part of the plan to fight you. If there is a need, we can settle our score. Be ridiculous. I don't want anything to do with you. And he looks at Senpai hatefully. I never intended to kill him. That does not sound convincing at all. It's not like you don't realize what you did earlier and what kind of yell he gave out when he saw you. I don't care if you hate me. but you took your insanity and directed it at him. So I asked him how he felt. With a turn of with a turn of her head, Senpai cast a glance at me for the first time. Argued diverse her gaze painfully. Silence fills the park. A footstep. The road Senpai takes only one step towards me. Get back, vampire. You had no right to stay by his side from the beginning. Well, it's not true. I don't know who Senpai is, or what happened to Argued earlier, but I can at least declare this. Because I myself want to be by your side. You're wrong. What's with you coming out of nowhere, wearing weird clothes, and speaking like you understand everything? Hagrid is definitely a vampire, but she hasn't drunk blood even once. It was probably just a joke. You don't have any right to. Please be quiet, Onokun. Hasn't drank blood even once. Yes, certainly. His past 800 years has been no record of having any victims. However, just shut up. I don't care to listen to whatever strange story you have to say. Look, if you try to get in her way, I'll not I'll not forgive even you. After all, I'm helping her because I want to. It's none of your business to interfere. Donakun, you. An inkling of emotion enters her voice. I understand. If you say so, I won't do anything else. However, Senpai changes her gaze to Akrit. Akrit looks away. Is that me or Senpai? As he said, Akrit Brunstad. Do you still intend to be by his side after this? Akrit doesn't answer. She raises her head to look at me once and then runs off into the night. Emmett. I do wonder what is going on.